Let's do this.
Smell like a babbling brook.
All right, Techno, you're starting this podcast. Go.
I don't know how.
What
You
episode
say-
is it?
It's 15.
Oh,
15?
You say-
I gotta stretch.
No, why do you have to stretch before you talk? I don't understand this.
I don't know.
It's mandatory verb.
Welcome to episode 15 of the Press Start podcast with your hosts, Nostalgic Dan 1. How are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm pretty good. And our other host, Quick Freeze 4. How are you?
I'm doing so damn good right now.
That is fantastic. And MrTechnoSqueek. And we have a guest. Who is that? Our guest, Clive? Well,
How am I supposed to know?
I'm sad.
I don't know.
Okay, our guest tonight is Jacob. How are you, Jacob?
I'm pretty good, and the name is Resfinal.
Resfinals. Okay. You want to be called that instead of Jacob?
Yeah.
So, Resfinal, tell us about your YouTube channel.
Well, my YouTube channel is Resfinalgamer on YouTube. It's usually gameplays, pickup videos, and a bunch of just random editing that I do. I have a green screen. I use that for some editing sometimes for like reviews or practicing editing skills. And lately I've been putting up Skylander videos, and that's been boosting for me, and I've been getting a lot of comments and requests for other characters.
Oh, I've always wanted a green screen, but I don't know how to use one.
They're not that hard to use, actually. They're pretty easy once you learn the skill how to use them.
I might buy one.
I got a question. Why is Skylanders so popular? Like, what makes you want to play that game so much?
Actually, I wasn't for the game at first, but then I had people like, you gotta try it. I'm like, I guess I miss having a gimmick. Like, I used to have Guitar Hero, so this is like my new gimmick. And I think the reason why so many people are drawn to it is because of the figures that you can use it anywhere. Like, any platform, you can put it down and it works.
I gotta say, I almost picked up, what's her name? I almost picked up Hex the figure.
Oh yeah, that one's pretty cool.
Like, I have no interest in the game whatsoever, but I was at Target, and I found the Hex figure, and I almost picked it up just because that character looked pretty cool. I liked how she looked.
They put a lot of detail into those figures.
They really do. Like, this little $10 figure, I was like, this thing looks cool. I just want to buy this thing and put it right next to, like, the rest of my action figures. Like, but I have no interest in the game whatsoever. But
I completely understand if you have no interest in the game. The games are not bad. It's just, you have to spend so much to play it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Pokemon all over again.
It's like, yeah, gotta buy them all.
I think Dan has the whole set.
No. I might try Skylanders, but when it drops in price, because I have a feeling it will drop in price because it's by Activision, and give it time, it'll be like Guitar Hero. It'll be like Guitar Hero where you can find them really cheap, and like for a couple bucks, $30, $40. So I'll wait till then.
Yeah, I understand that, and they said they're already making a sequel to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm waiting for is the Tony Hawk Skylander.
I want that.
Where you can grind on the enemies.
Yeah. You know how cool that would be?
Doesn't know how to quit.
Maybe a rock band No, Guitar Hero, Skylander.
No, we're making jokes like this is going to be the new Call of Duty DLC.
It's like they're gonna have little army figurines that you have to buy and all that.
Yeah,
Oh,
instead of a portal, it's a traveling truck.
So how many Skylander figures do you have?
I have 27 right now.
And how many are there in total?
37.
So you got like 3/4 of them there? 3/4 of them?
I have a good portion of them, yeah. And then Toys R Us was doing an event, so I bought it from them, and I should get an email soon saying, "Congratulations, this is being shipped to you."
Hmm.
I'm kind of hope it's a chunk set. That would be kind of cool.
That's kind of it for Skylanders. We're not into Skylanders that much, so.
Oh, no, I completely understand.
But
I'm into other games too. I'm just waiting for the segment where you ask, "What are you playing?" and all that.
alright, well why don't we get into games we've been playing then?
Yeah. Then yesterday and today I've been playing Persona 4.
nice.
I'm in the bathhouse stage right now, which is just making me crack up. And if you play Persona 4, you know what I'm talking about.
I've never played that game.
You never played Persona?
Nope.
Should.
Yeah, I've been playing Arduous Wars. I didn't download it from the PSN. I actually imported it from the UK because I wanted a real copy of it. You know how that is sometimes, right? Where you want the real copy of it, not the digital.
Yeah. I have that game. Physical copy.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. They just announced the second one's coming to the States this summer. Next summer, I mean.
Yeah.
And a little bit of Yakuza 4, because I got that from Black Friday.
Nice. Picked it up for $10.
Yeah, I saw people rip each other to shreds for all the other games, and no one took Yakuza 4. It's like just a giant pile of it still there. Oh, today I just picked up Tekken Hybrid and Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Mm.
Nice.
Well, that's it for me. Oh, and I've been playing Mario Kart, which I got the Verse U on there.
Sweet.
Still need to pick that up.
I actually went against Pete Dorr, too.
Yeah, I've been racing against him quite a lot.
I actually got in front of him and like, oh my god, he's going to kill me. Like, wait a minute, stay steady, he's not going to kill me. The only thing that really irritates me with Mario Kart is that stupid blue shell.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, isn't it? Like how you get that for last place. It doesn't really make sense. Like it doesn't help you if you're in last place one bit.
Well, it's like when you're in the 150 cup, like you're just so close to unlocking everybody, then that 1 point off because of the blue shell.
But the blue shell hits not just the first place guy; it hits everybody in its path. So
Yeah, everyone by its area. So when you hear the blue shell noise, you're like, swerve to the side.
That's different. I'm thinking like the other Mario Karts that the blue shell's in, where it just like flies above everyone and hits first place. That was pointless because it would just only help like third and fourth place have a chance. So.
yeah, they improved it where it hits everybody in its path. So if you're in like fourth place, you gotta like basically get out of its way so it doesn't hit you.
Yeah.
I wish we could deflect that thing with the Tanuki tail, you know? Where if it's by you hit the Tanuki tail right in at the right time, it just like hits the person next to you or something.
It's cool that they improved that.
So is that it, man?
One more thing was Super Mario World 3D. I mean,
Nice.
3D Mario World. Yeah. A few weeks ago, I got my wisdom teeth removed, so I had something to play. It was Mario. And it was the first time I got my prescription filled out, so they gave me a $20 gift card, so I bought 3DS points for it. So while being in pain, I was playing Metroid. Yeah, that's it for me then.
What have you been playing tech now? Sonic.
Just what I've been playing today, which was... No, not Sonic. God damn. I swear. I just want to punch you.
Really?
Mario Brothers. That's not Super Mario Brothers.
You mean like the arcade one?
Yeah, where you hit, your head on the thing and turtles or whatever flip over and you have to kick them.
Yeah.
And then the original, or the real Super Mario 2, which is hard as shit. To me, anyways. I don't know about anyone else. And Super Mario 3 on my twin Famicom. And yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah.
I got a question. What is the twin Famicom?
It's a disk drive and the system in one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Made by Shark.
Rawr.
Cool. I did not know that.
I beat Mario Bros. 2. I didn't think it was that hard. I actually probably have more difficulties with the World 8 and Mario Bros. 3 than Mario Bros. 2.
Really?
Yeah. I remember I beat it when I was really young too, so couldn't have been that hard.
I think he's talking about the Japanese Mario Brothers too.
Oh. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah. The original,
Not the lie, the original.
not that, the Doki Doki Panic.
yeah.
Not
You're confusing me with
not
this
that.
Famicom
Not
stuff.
Doki Doki Panic.
Keep forgetting you have a Famicom. I keep thinking you're just talking about the original. Yeah, that one is hard. I don't think I beat it yet.
Do you have the Mario All Stars, Dan? Because you can play it on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bought that when I was a kid.
Yeah, it's on there for as the Lost Levels.
Yeah, but I just keep getting confused because Famicom.
Yeah. So Dan, what have you been playing?
Well, I've been playing it actually quite a bit. I recently booted up my old laptop, which is like a Windows XP, but the reason I booted it up is because I had the urge to play this one game that I haven't played in a long time. And I went ahead and installed Oregon Trail 2. I love this game as a kid. And, I like Oregon Trail 2 because it's got more improved visuals. It's still the same old Oregon Trail. So I actually played that, and go figure, my first time playing it, I'm the main guy, right? And we made good progress for a while, and I get mauled by some animal, when I was hunting, and I died from external bleeding, so it's go figure, I died first right away, and I got mauled by an animal. It's hilarious.
Which animal mauled you?
I have no idea. It just says I got an animal attack I was hunting. Got hit by a
You're
deer.
not out of nowhere for that game. Just a walrus just comes out of nowhere. It just mauls you.
Oh my God. I used to love hunting in that game. I just hunt for hours, shooting all the little rabbits and birds. It's a fun game.
I was in GameStop the other day doing some Christmas shopping, and they actually have
They have
Oregon Trail for the 3DS.
Yeah, they have one for the Wii that recently came out. It's the 40th anniversary edition. I was watching someone live stream, and it looked weird. It looked pretty stupid, and it looked like a budget title. It looked really bad, but I don't know. It's weird. They shifted it where you actually control the wagon. It's almost like kind of a racing game through the hills and stuff like that. You can still
really?
hunt, so it looks really poor, just poor quality, but I don't know.
At least they tried to bring it back to the public.
Yeah, but they should just bring it back to public with a same style on the PC. That would be cool. On Steam or something.
I think they should do an urban edition where you're in the ghetto.
And you have to make it to Oregon in present day. You have to go through Compton and stuff like that.
You just do, instead of shooting animals, you drive by with people.
And recently I actually finished this game up, which was pretty exciting, and I actually beat the main quest in the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, so I was really
Nice.
happy to finish that, because,
Really?
yeah, and I honestly went into this game not expecting much. I didn't think I'd get addicted to this game. I freaking love the game. The only part, like, I really do have gripes with is, like, the dungeons are really, like, kind of cut and paste or very similar, but they changed that in Skyrim. And there's still, like, tons of texture issues and some weird lighting effects that happen when you're talking to some of the characters, but overall, it's a really good game. Like, I could not get enough of it. I'd play it nonstop for hours on end, and, like, I stuck mainly to the main story. I did some side quests here and there, but it was it was a great ride. I mean, it ended epically. Like, it had this epic climax that I didn't even see coming. The game took it to, like, a point where I didn't think it would go that way. Like, I never really knew what Oblivion meant, but, like, once you play the game, you learn what Oblivion actually is. But that was a really awesome game. I really enjoyed it, and I actually want to play some more of it and try and do some more of the side quests and get my dragon armor, which I still need to get. But so it's a really fun game. I can't wait to try out Skyrim. I know I'm gonna love that.
That's cool.
Yeah. And what?
I was gonna say, like, I honestly tried Oblivion. And I couldn't get past 3 hours of it. I just found the game boring. But
That's the first 3 hours because it starts out really kind of boring, where it's like you're in the prison and you're kind of just going through this first dungeon. Once you get out there, once you get exploring the road, get your first, like, main quest, the game really takes a twist, and it's really awesome when you get to learn and actually go to Oblivion and find out what Oblivion is. It's really awesome. But it starts out really slow, but it picks up and it becomes incredible after that.
yeah, that was the part I stopped in. I entered through this kind of like vortex or like this weird portal gate thing, and there was like a tower on like this other dimension, I guess you went to. And I was rescuing somebody, and I rescued him, and there was like some weird mage or wizard at the top of the tower, and he just kept kicking my butt. I'm like, this is not fun.
Just gotta get better armor. That's the whole point of the game, having the best equipment and stealing equipment. You really do have to search, like, literally every dead body, everything, because you don't want to miss some of the great equipment. Like, my character, I never really died in the game. I've only died like a couple of times just because I took some armor off some dead guys and, like, found some of the best armor in the game right away. So it's really awesome. You get a feeling like you can't be stopped, basically. And I guess it depends on the kind of class you were playing as. Like, I don't know how you're playing, but I was playing where, like, I'm a shield and sword where I have melee, but I also specialize in destruction magic, so I could keep my distance by using magic and come in with melee, so it was really effective. So it is part of how you play the game, too.
I think if I remember correctly, I had a fire and an ice spell I used quite a bit, but from there I can't really remember the rest. But
Yeah. And I would recommend, like, if you start the game off being an Imperial class, because you get, like, this ring that rejuvenates your magic over time, so that's really helpful.
Nice.
But yeah, I also played some more, a little bit, not a whole lot, but a little bit more Hyperdimension Neptunia on the PS3, and I'm just grinding my way through that game. It's enjoyable, but you know, the dungeon parts are really kind of just losing interest basically after a while. But I am excited for Mark II, which looks like they really overhauled the game completely, and it's like a whole new game, which I'm excited for.
Are you going to get it from the site?
Yes, of course.
The collector's edition looks amazing for that. I might think of picking it up.
Yeah. If anyone doesn't know, NISA, you can only buy the Hyperdimension Neptunia Mark II limited edition from NISA's online store only, and I think it's like $55, but it's really awesome. You get a lot of stuff for the price.
Yeah, I picked it up when it was $55.
Nice.
What's included in that?
You get an art book, a music CD, a deck of poker cards, and the game.
Yeah. Which could be, like, give it time, it could be a real commodity, because it's only being sold through one website. They're probably doing a really limited print run on it, so. If you
Well,
want
yeah,
it, I would suggest buying it right away, and because if you wait till after, you're gonna have to rely on eBay and spending double, triple the price.
Yeah, when I first got Arcana Hearts 3, I bought it for PlayAsia, and it was $75. And I look on eBay for it, people want $120 for the Japanese copy of Arcana Hearts 3.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute, you can download this.
You can. Yeah, so I'll definitely be buying that limited edition. I can't wait. And
Yeah.
I was talking to a friend of mine's, and Mikey's Monarch, and he was talking about how he was playing Final Fantasy 13, and like that's a game I really knew I needed to go back to, and I need to finish pretty soon because 13.2 is coming out, and I'm going to be buying the collector's edition. But I stopped because of like the really big gripe I have with the game is like the difficulty boss levels are just kind of insane. Like
Yeah.
they don't really scale the difficulty that well, and it just gets overly frustrating because like I remember I was really, really enjoying the game for like the first part, the whole entire disc 1. I loved it. I never got stuck. The game just moves smoothly. And then I beat like half of disc 2, still enjoying it, really started to pick up. But then I got stuck for the first time on a boss. And I'm like, okay, I just need a level grind. Maybe I'm really weak. So I finally get past that. I move on to the next chapter, and I get stuck again. So it's just like really frustrating. It's like all of a sudden it turned up the difficulty on you. It's really annoying.
Yeah, you really gotta like grind like for a couple hours sometimes.
Yeah, it doesn't seem necessary for a game like this. But
Let's have the 360 copies.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm playing it on the 360. I love the 360, even though it's multiple discs. It feels old school having multiple discs, like back on the PS1 days where you have like 4 CDs to play an RPG or something.
Just like Final Fantasy 9. I was like, really? 4 CDs?
I like that. It's like, and you get multiple disc art as compared to one, so I like the multiple discs. But like what keeps me like interested in the game is like I really do actually like the characters. I like Lightning as a character, really interested by her. And the environments are incredible, and playing this game in HD is really phenomenal. I don't mind the battle system too much, and I'm more hopeful for the next battle system in 13.2 because it looks like it gives you a little more freedom, which I'm excited about. But overall, it's still a good game. It's still fun. It's just I really wish they kind of curbed the difficulty properly.
Yeah. Well, to let you know, my favorite Final Fantasy 13 character was Hope.
You're not serious, right?
No, I am serious.
It's funny though. Everyone hates Hope, and like I can't stand him just because
probably
he's
why I
always
like
the weakest in battle. He always seems to die right away.
I just want to like hug him and say, leave the Yankees alone.
I love you.
I know.
Yeah,
This is not me.
I like Lightning. I like Vanille. I like Fang. I like all of them except for Hope, but Hope's okay. I don't mind him. I just never use him in my team ever.
I found him annoying.
Yeah. It's like I'd put him in a battle and like, here he is, the first one dying.
I think for when they do the 10 HD remake, they should give you 12 with it as well and do an HD remake with that as well.
That'd be interesting. But yeah, like I think I'm at the point where I should be able to beat this boss that I've been stuck on for a while. I tried and I died, and I was so close to. I was pissed because I was so close to beating him, but I should be able to beat him now.
I know, I hate that. That sounds like Super Mario RPG for me.
I hate losing when the boss has like so little HP or like, I guess I got screwed over because like Vanille didn't want to heal me properly on time, so it sucked.
It's just like, you just lay there.
But yeah, I'm definitely gonna try and finish up Final Fantasy 13 before 13.2 comes out. And
I'm sorry, go.
I was just gonna talk about I picked up Ys the Open Felghana again because that's another game I need to finish, and I'm actually on the final boss. But man, like this game's really old school in the sense that like you really have to memorize boss patterns and like the way they work. And I haven't figured out this last boss yet. I can't get him down yet, so I keep getting my ass kicked. But I want to beat him because he's the last boss, so I'm so close to beating that game. I love the game. It's a shorter game, but that's because it's based on an old retro game, so it wasn't that long to begin with. But it's really incredible. I recommend it for action RPG fans.
Wait, which one is it?
Ys de Ofenfugana, which is a remake of Ys 3, Wanders from Ys.
Oh, okay. Is it for the PSP?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. Once you said Ease, I thought you were like talking about something else. I don't know why, but I thought I heard Odyssey for some reason.
But yeah, and I started up a new game that I recently got a couple of weeks ago, and I'm really excited about this game. And I didn't go into this game with such high hopes. I haven't really looked too much into it. It's just I knew I wanted this game, and I started playing Solo to Robo Red the Hunter on the DS, and wow, this game is pretty awesome from what I can say. And like I went into it with not that high hopes, and I can honestly say if it keeps up, I might call it my favorite DS game of all time. It's an amazing game, and I would recommend it to anyone. Seriously, like even you, Clive, like just anyone who loves a great adventure. Like it's awesome, and it frustrates me so much because this game shows like the potential that the DS had. It's like here's the potential the DS has. It's pushing the DS to its limit. The presentation for the cities is like incredible. The way they chose to do that, and oh, it's just so well done. And it makes me sad to think the DS is pretty much almost done.
Isn't that the one with all like the furries and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's based on like the dogs and cats, but it's awesome. You get like you're the main character, Red, and he's basically a hunter, and he controls like this little like robot mech suit, and you do like the battle system revolves around like picking up enemies and throwing them around and stuff. It's really fun, and like because you can combo enemies, like say they bounce off the ground, you can pick them up again, throw them again, and keep doing combos. There's all kinds of content in it. There's even a really quality like mini game racing game in there where you fly through these like air circuits, and it's actually really well done. It's almost like a little mini Mario Kart. They also got like dual arenas where you can battle other robot people, and you basically just take up quests. It's like kind of like a hunter and just keep progressing the story and getting money. It's an amazing game. It's just so well thought out. It's a beautiful game. It's awesome. I highly recommend it for people who enjoy adventure games. Really awesome game to check out.
That's
Nice.
Yeah. And I got the first print run copy of that, so I got the soundtrack CD with it, which I was excited about. And I played a new PSP game that it has an interesting title for sure, but I played Kenka Bancho Badass Rumble on the PSP. This game is pretty awesome. What this game is it's like an open world beat 'em up basically. That's all it is. But it's really well done. It takes place in Japan, and they really captured the vibe of Japan. Like you go to all these little like towns and cities in Japan, and it feels like Japan. It's really cool, like just roaming Japan in an open world environment, and you just pick fights with all these other kids from different schools because you're like on a school trip, and like basically a Bancho's like supposed to be like this badass guy who's supposed to be like really badass and kick ass and just wants to beat people up. So you fight like other people on the streets who are like Banchos, and you try and fight like to defeat the main Bancho for the area to like conquer that area, and you get their numbers so they can like help you out later on, but you can pick up like weapons and stuff like that, and it's like really over the top. Like right now I'm playing and I'm like in a banana suit just beating people up. It's really over the top, a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it. So if you like beat 'em ups, that's definitely one to check out. And it's published by Atlas, so that explains its kind of quirky charm.
Hooray for Atlas. This has been a great year for Atlas, actually.
It really has. Especially with Catherine. Catherine was their biggest selling title of all time.
And the same with King of Fighters 13. They really worked hard to revamp that.
Yeah. Fan service, and they really improved King of Fighters 13. They weren't going to let it be like 12. There's no way.
Oh, I was like, 12? Be toilet. Toilet 12.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, not to say it's bad, it was just rushed. It wasn't...
Yeah.
If it was a $20 title, I would have been really happy with it.
Yeah. I'd agree. I think Ignition kind of just rushed the title out there, but Atlas wanted to take the time, make sure this one was up to par.
He was love with the music CDs.
Yep. 4 CD OST. Thanks to Atlas. Full color manual. Thanks to Atlas. That's something Atlas is like vowed to do. Is like Atlas games in the modern gen from here on out will always be full color manuals. That's something they said they'll always do. So that's pretty cool.
What's weird though is in the PlayStation 3 version of King of Fighters 13, we don't get the manual part where it shows you all the moves for each character.
It's weird. They do that for the 360.
I noticed that. I'm like, wait a minute, I don't see this in my manual.
And I also played a little bit of my 3DS. I played some Rayman 3D because it's been a long time since I played an actual 3DS game on my 3DS. But, you know, I played some more of that, and I really like the game. It's a fun platformer. It's a remake of Rayman 2, and it looks good in 3D.
That's what I thought. I saw there was some bad reviews, but I see the people talking. I don't think people expected... They're like, well, this should be reamped like crazy.
Yeah, it's actually a good game. If you like platformers, if you like just Rayman, it's solid. And the 3D effect is really cool, and it's got like some... It was one of those early launch titles, but it's one of those that actually like kind of has some pop out of the screen 3D. It's really nice, actually.
That's cool.
And on Steam, as part of the new Humble Indie Bundle, which I picked up, I've been playing a lot of Bit Trip Runner, which is a really fun game by Gaijin Studios, and it's basically a game around music and platforming and timing and jumping. So you dodge different obstacles, you know, you slide to avoid some obstacles, jump, and then kick some stuff. And it's just a really addictive game, and it's really, really challenging. I'm still in World 1 for that, but it's really fun, and the music's awesome. The music is like timed to your jumps and like all these things. Really awesome game. And that's actually it, finally. So, what about you, Clive? What have you been playing?
Mario Kart.
Yeah, Mario Kart.
Yeah, I'm still playing a lot of Mario Kart. I'm still doing the YouTube community race. It's actually kind of funny because me and Sinister Moon from the OKS podcast, we're kind of like battling for the second place slot in that ranking. It's like every time I get second, I'll shut off the 3DS, and then next time I turn on, Sinister Moon is in second. So we're like, me and him just keep battling for second place. Pete Dorr is still in first with like 700 points now. I got about like, I think like 350, I'm guessing. And Sinister Moon's about the same because, like I said, we keep battling. Fourth place is Holly. She hasn't been playing that all that much, but those are like the top 4 spots. Is me, Sinister Moon, Pete Dorr, and Holly Hadouken. And it's just a blast, dude.
Yeah, I had fun racing against you. I was like, wow, a tie?
Can you get that up?
You should, Dan. Like, as soon as you pick it up, you gotta join this YouTube community because there's always someone playing, and it's great, and I can't find anything wrong with it, really.
No, I can't either. I was like, oh, this is going to suck. Everyone's going to probably be cheap, and no, it's not that way at all on Mario Kart. Another problem I have is when people drop out of the race, and you're the only one there, you lose all your points for that race.
Yeah, but you can't drop out of a race, though. That's connection issues.
I was just like, oh, because I had a good 30 going, and then someone just decided, well, I quit. Or
no, I think, see, what you're saying is, you're saying people, like, rage quit. You can't rage quit in this game, because I've personally tried it myself. Like, you know, I was, like, tired one evening. I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to quit this race, whatever. And the game won't let you. Like, if you hit the home button, it'll bring up the little icon with the picture of the house with the, like,
X.
You know, like, yeah, with the X going through it, so you can't rage quit in this game. The only way you could actually get out of the game is if you lose, like, your connection to the internet.
I think that's what happened to mine then.
So whoever you're racing, that's probably what happened to him. I don't think he rage quit on you.
What about turning off the system? Can you do that?
Well, yeah, I guess you could do that, but yeah, I guess you could do that though.
Such a dick move.
Yeah. I don't know why you would want to do that. Even if you're in last place anyway, you want to keep playing because you collected all the the coins as you race, which, more coins you get, the more
Unlockables you get.
yeah, the more unlockables you have for the different kart parts. Right now I'm up to I think it's 1,600 coins in the game, and I only need about 200 more, and I've unlocked every single cart in the entire game except for the special golden pieces.
I only need 2 more people to unlock in Mario Kart. And that's Steel Mario and the guy in the cloud. I can't remember his name now.
I forget his name too, but yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, those are the only 2 people I need to unlock now. I unlocked Wiggles, and he's funny. When he gets hit, he gets steaming mad, and he goes back to normal.
Yeah, but the game is fantastic. But I say, Dan, if you want to play this game, definitely pick it up because there's a lot of people playing it. So.
Yeah, I will.
But yeah, it's a fantastic game. The only other games I've been playing a lot of fighters with Tim Jumble Junkie. I've been playing Super Street Fighter 4, the arcade edition, King of Fighters 13, and Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I've been playing those 3 with him, and we're kind of even in skill level. I've beaten him a few times, he's beaten me a few times. It's great, just
That's cool.
playing with somebody who's kind of an equal fighting level with you.
See, I play on the PS3 a bit with my fighters, so you get the versus Japanese a lot.
Really?
Not good.
And no, you can make some really good Japanese friends, or you can make some very good Japanese enemies.
Yeah.
Usually they'll just kick you out of the room with no remorse. But sometimes just worship you and say, "Oh, American," and just go all out for you.
But yeah, that's all I've been playing really. Is just Mario Kart and the 3 fighters there. So.
It's okay, Clyde, but you can brag. You can admit that you're way better than him. You've been kicking his ass, dominating him. It's okay.
You know what? I already said this to him, and if he's listening, I'm gonna say this out loud. He spams Sentinel's laser beam like there's no tomorrow.
Everyone does that. Everyone does that. It's easy.
It is easy, and I'm telling him, oh, way to spam his laser beam, and I remember this one fight, he had his Sentinel, that was it, and I had all 3 of my guys, and he beat me because he kept spamming that damn laser beam move at me, and I'm just okay, man, whatever. But no, it's all good. Like I said, I've been playing a lot with him, having a lot of fun with all 3 of the games, and we're both equally good at it, so it's great.
Next year is going to be great for us fighter lovers.
Why?
First month we get Soul Calibur 5. Next month in February we get Blaze Blue Continuum Ship Extend.
Yes.
Then in March we get Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
All in the first 3 months.
That's cool. I'm looking forward to Blaze Blue. I'm not the biggest fighter fan, but I really love Blaze Blue.
Oh, Blaze Blue is my love. I mean, oh yeah, you did from when I was out on OKS in Jumbo Junkie. But then later on in the year, Atlas teamed up with Arc System Works.
Yes.
Persona 4 fighter.
Yeah, I'm not a big fighter. I'm definitely buying that day one.
Yeah, me too. Well, I love fighters, but I want to pick it up because it's my dream game. Atlas, Arc Systems, make a child.
Yeah.
And I hope they add more Persona characters, some from 1 and some from 2.
Yeah. It hasn't been confirmed yet because, I don't know. They haven't mentioned if it's going to be all the Persona games or just a particular one.
Well, no, they already confirmed 2 more from Persona 3 characters. So there's a total of 3 Persona 3 characters for it.
The rest are Persona 4.
Mm-hmm.
So they haven't mentioned anything for like the original ones, Persona and then Persona 2.
I'm crossing my fingers because the game looks amazing.
Yeah, it really does. I like the presentation of it.
You know why they did this, right? Because of the animated series.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were going to go all out with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely can't wait for that.
And Dead or Alive 5.
Oh yeah. More bounciness.
And Title Fight.
Techno loves Dead or Alive for the bouncy boobs.
Wait, what?
How much you love the
Dude,
bouncy boobs.
Dead or Alive is... Dude, I love the bouncy boobs so much. But I was saying, Title Fight from Sony.
Title 5?
Title Fight.
Oh, yeah. Title 5. Okay. That's going to be awesome. That's like their version of Brawl.
I haven't heard of this.
Yeah.
I just want to see Sackboy bitch slap Drake. Just jump up and just bitch slap him.
I want to...
I want to see Kratos stab Dexter. Endlessly.
That's interesting. I've never heard of that.
They announced it a few weeks ago.
It's just like a Super Smash Bros. Brawl
Yeah.
with all Sony exclusives. That's interesting.
Yeah.
That'll be fun to play online if they get some friends and
They
play that.
fell in love with his ladies Brawl.
Yeah.
Get into news, I suppose.
Yes, let's.
Ooh.
So, the 3G edition of the PlayStation Vita will be delayed in Canada due to extensive planning and testing with their 3G partner. Now, this is just a rumor, but there's witnesses saying that they've seen companies take it off their calendar or whatever. Customers have begun receiving emails informing them of the delay, while EB Games sources have confirmed the holdup, with Kotaku saying that the internal systems now have the handheld releasing in April instead of the planned February, though they also note these could simply be placeholder dates. No further information was provided to customers or EB Games employees as to the reasons behind the delay, though their suspicion it's due to difficulties in reaching a reasonable pricing agreement with the 3G network providers, which I believe is AT&T, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't think anyone would buy the 3G version if they're actually gonna go ahead and buy the Vita.
So is anyone getting the Vita?
Because isn't there a... I'm not...
I'm gonna wait for a price drop, hopefully.
Yeah, same here.
I'm not interested in it.
But if there's a superhero game, he's all for it.
No way. No, I'm really not. I'm really not interested in it whatsoever.
We'll see about that. Next thing you know, Amazing Spider-Man announced for PS Vita.
The fucking memory cards are what
Expensive.
are holding me back. Fucking expensive as shit.
See,
Yeah.
I'm surprised that they don't give you 16 gigabytes of space like the PSP Go did.
I think it's just going to be like the 3DS when it launches. It's not going to sell well due to pricing issues, and it's not going to have the greatest launch lineup. But then eventually, over a year or so, the games are going to start flowing in, and maybe there's a new price drop, and then they'll start selling them like really hot.
Just like 3DS.
Yeah, I'm just kind of thinking it's just going to be like the 3DS.
Mine's a flaming red 3DS. It's perfect. That's what the color name is, flaming red.
Flame red. It's hot.
It's so hot.
Yeah,
Rest you got, Techno?
that's all for me.
Okay, I got some news stories. If you guys have the ambassador program for the 3DS?
Sure do. About the thing day one.
Unfortunately, I didn't get that because
Oh
mine
yeah.
didn't come out until late September.
Okay, well, the full list of the 3DS Ambassador Game Boy Advance games has been released, and we should be getting them on the 16th, which is Friday. And the games that are announced will be F-Zero Maximum Velocity, Super Mario Advance 3 Yoshi's Island, Legend of Zelda Minish Cap, Fire Emblem The Sacred Stones, Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, Mario Kart Super Circuit, Mario vs. Donkey Kong, Metroid Fusion, Wario Land 4, and Wario Land Mega Micro games. Those are the 10 games that we are getting.
Nice.
That's awesome.
I already,
Oh yeah.
I already own a couple of those games, actually quite a few, but I'm definitely interested in, probably the most one I'm interested in trying out is Fire Emblem. Can't wait to try that.
The only one I own is Metroid Fusion and Minish Cap, but honestly, I think Minish Cap is awesome just to have with you at all times. I'm really excited for Fire Emblem, Mario Kart vs. Donkey Kong, Yoshi's Island, and F-Zero myself.
Yeah, I own F-Zero. I like Mario Kart Super Circuit. It's a personal favorite of mine, so I don't think it gets a lot of recognition, but some of my favorite tracks are from that game. It's a really nice looking game too. I went back to it recently. I forgot how good the game looks. It almost looks as good as the DS version, honestly. They had some awesome tracks like Cheese Land, and they were just really creative with the tracks back then. I loved it. It was
yeah, Dan.
It was the first game I got for my Game Boy Advance too. I remember that.
Super Circuit is amazing.
Oh yeah. Have you played that yet?
My favorite track was Bowser.
Which one? Bowser's Castle?
Bowser's Castle 2.
Nice. I like Cheese Land and Ribbon Road. Those are cool ones. You never played that yet, Clive? The Super Circuit?
I've played all the Mario Karts except for the Super Circuit.
Oh, you should definitely try it out when you get that. It's actually really good. A lot of fun.
I'll try it out. Oh yeah, when I first saw the list, I was kind of like, why did they put Super Circuit on there when the Mario Kart 7 came out? But my friend actually told me it's probably the best game out of the 10 because it'll get people interested in Mario Kart, which would probably push them to buy Mario Kart 7. So it actually, now after talking to my friend, it actually makes sense that they included Super Circuit in there.
Yeah.
So it's evil, is what you're saying. It's evil.
It's a smart business plan.
Yeah, it's just smart. Like, I didn't see it at first, but now it makes totally sense. Yeah, I'm interested in playing it. The only one I'm not really interested in is Metroid Fusion. I already have it. I already beat it on the GBA. And probably the WarioWare micro mini games or whatever.
Yeah.
But the whole list is great. I think it's a great choice of games there.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, I got some news.
what is it?
Ninja Gaiden 3 release date. Ninja Gaiden 3 will be released on March 20th of 2012.
Day after my birthday.
And they're making a collector's edition for it for an extra $40. You get a music CD with it, an art book, and a figurine, and the game, of course.
That's for how much?
100.
Oh.
It's
I want
not
to see.
too bad.
I want to see a picture of it because I'm kind of worried what the figurine looks like.
Yeah.
Before I go, oh, I want that.
Well,
Yeah, I might be interested in that.
I love Ninja Gaiden. I mean, I felt bad for killing all those people because I'm like, I wonder what their families are going to do now, but I love Ninja Gaiden.
Most of the creatures in that game are demons anyway.
Oh, okay.
but demons have families too.
Demons get welfare checks too.
Alright, I'm sorry to the demon community.
We apologize.
You have my deepest sympathies.
Pretty much you hot the show.
Oh yeah.
Techno's
Yeah.
excited as ever.
Techno likes you hockey show.
OVAs today?
I gotta get
I mean,
season 3 and 4.
oh, I have all the seasons already on regular DVD.
Hmm?
I have all the seasons already on regular DVD.
Well, I'm getting them for Blu-ray. Dun, dun, dun.
Step back, Dan. I think they're gonna duke it out.
I'm not duking it out. I'm just saying I got it like 2 years ago.
Alright, well, do you guys like Pokemon?
Gotta buy them all.
Love Pokemon.
Well, if you guys did not know, there's a new Pokemon that kind of hit theaters about a week and a half ago, I think. And,
Yeah.
Techno's excited.
Yeah,
But, there's a new Pokemon event going on right now from, December 1st all the way to December 31st, where you could actually get a new Victini by, downloading from the Nintendo Wi-Fi connection. Just, just like you would receive any gift from Nintendo, just go to Receive Gift, Nintendo Wi-Fi connection, and you can actually get a brand new Victini promotion for the new movie. So if you guys are into Pokemon and want to collect them all, this is a brand new Victini for you guys, so check them out.
Cleva, I don't know why, but every time I hear Victini, I want to drink something.
It's like a martini.
Yes. Can I have a Victini on rye, please?
Martini.
Sounds like a mixed drink. Sounds good. Any more news?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I got a couple more. See, the next one I got is the final class of the South Park RPG video game has been announced. The final class of the South Park RPG will be a kind of like a paladin monk type with a high risk, high reward mentality, and it's going to be the Jew.
Of course it is.
I'm not kidding you guys. The classes in the game are going to be a fighter, thief, mage, and a cleric, and a Jew.
I like how they have all these standard like classes and then a Jew.
Well, I think it reminds me, if you guys ever watch South Park and you guys ever see the episode where they kind of like rip off Lord of the Rings, I think they're kind of going like with that angle because they were like a fighter, a thief, a mage, and then they made Kyle the Jew because he is Jewish. Well, the Jewish is going to be the paladin monk type character. But in an interview with Game Informer, Mike McLean, game designer, lead designer of the game, gave an interview where he said, the closer he is to death, the more powerful his abilities will become. So you're strongest when you're at like 1 hit point or when you're about to die. So the Jewish character, the Jewish class, that actually could be quite powerful in the game. So, but
I can't wait to play this game.
yeah, I'm actually interested in it myself.
I'll wait a bit. I mean, it sounds really cool, but it seems like something I want to see like more detail on when it comes out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've seen screenshots and stuff, and it looks just like you would see on the, on the actual show. So
Well, that's pretty cool. I mean, that's cool. They're sticking with that kind of graphic tree for it.
Alright, and let's see, the next story I got is the Zelda series will keep with motion controls. In a recent interview with official Nintendo Magazine UK, the Legend of Zelda's producer has stated that motion controls introduced in the series Skyward Sword are here to stay. In an interview, he said, "I honestly think we cannot go back to button controls now, so I think that these controls will be used for future Zelda titles."
So that means
Nah.
I can't play them.
What?
I can't play them.
I can't be lazy anymore and play it.
I'm left-handed. I can't play Zelda anymore.
Well, the only thing that makes me think about this is like, you know what, the new Zelda title is going to be what for the Wii U? Are you going to actually like use the tablet as like your shield or something, and the Wii remote as your sword? Like that seems kind of awkward to me.
That thing will fly out of so many hands. We'll have so many broken TVs again. All because we used it.
What do you guys think about that? Like, I don't think it'll work like that, or not well for the Wii U anyway, but
I don't know, if they stick with the basic Wii mode and Wii Motion Plus, it worked really well in Skyward Sword, so they could keep using it. With the Wii U, I don't know what you would use that tablet for. That's something, like, I haven't heard a lot of Wii U news in a while, actually. It's kind of interesting. We've been kind of quiet about the Wii U.
That's because they don't want to overhype it like the Wii.
Yeah, which is probably smart.
That's why they're calling it Wii Use You.
Wii U. Just sounds like an ambulance noise. Wii U, Wii U.
Wii U. It's a Pokemon game. Wii U, I choose you.
okay. And the last news story I have
Wait.
is
I got a good follow-up news story to that.
Go
Since
for
we're
it.
on the subject of Skyward Sword, I have a new segment, and it's Nintendo's offering to fix broken Skyward Sword save files. Now, I don't know if a lot of people have heard this, but there is actually a game-breaking glitch, and it involves some of the songs that you have to get in the game. There's a game-breaking bug that involves the song of the hero quest. If you a certain song, that's weird, that's a typo. If you get a certain song out of order, Link will be stuck in a position that makes it impossible to complete the game. Nintendo confirmed the bug and the solution on how to avoid it. Now, they have two fixes basically, and there's two of them, and one is you can send Nintendo the damaged save file on an SD card, and they'll actually repair it for you. They'll fix the data, and it's actually free, and you don't even have to pay shipping, so that's one way of doing it, but it might take a while. But there is a faster way to do that, and is if your Wii is connected to the internet, there's an easier solution. Nintendo plans to release a program that repairs broken save files too. When Nintendo said details will be announced on their homepage at a later date. So if you're kind of stuck on that right now, this involves you you might have to wait a while, but you could get it fixed, and just send a copy of that save file and SD card to them, and they pay for everything, and they'll send it back to you probably in a week or two, and you can continue on. And that's the only actual option right now, because this program that's supposed to fix broken data isn't out yet. They're supposed to announce it, so yeah. If that affects any of you, there's your solution. You had one more news segment?
Yeah, I got one more, and we can thank GameStop possibly for the Xenoblade Chronicles coming out on the United States. It says, according to rumors from Go Nintendo, it may be because of GameStop that we're getting the game. It's reported that GameStop approached Nintendo about bringing the Wii RPG over. Nintendo wasn't interested in localizing it before, but apparently GameStop agreed to help pay for the publishing cost. In return, GameStop gets to carry the game exclusively. And the same report also says that Nintendo is considering to bring over Last Story over.
Yeah.
Of course, this depends on the sales of the Xenoblade Chronicles.
Nice.
Okay, we all got about that now.
I know, that's what I was going to say. We all need to
Yeah.
hurry up and buy this damn game, because
Yeah, so
I'm really
yes.
excited for the last story, maybe even more so than Xenoblade. I really want the last story.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy Xenoblade, wait right by the counter, and anybody that says, I want to buy Just Dance 3, slap them with it and say, buy this
There you
instead.
go. But for the localization thing, that was never a problem to begin with. The game was localized for UK. It was already in English, so that should have been no problem. I don't see why they're talking about localization.
The reason why they didn't do it, because Nintendo of America hates us. Japanese RPG lovers. It's not part of the casual audience.
That's true.
It's not much with the casual audience. They're like, oh, there's no point releasing this. We will make billions off this.
It's kind of funny because, you know, back in Super Nintendo days, Nintendo, they were all about RPGs. They were all about, like, the hardcore kind of games.
Yeah, then when the N64 came out, not many RPGs came out for that. And
Yeah.
it was a dark time for Nintendo, actually. N64 a little bit. Not too much, but just a little bit.
But that's interesting, though. That would explain why. I was so curious, like, why GameStop only? That's so weird.
Yeah, they basically are paying for the publication of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they went up to Nintendo saying, sign here.
We own your soul.
Well, this just tells you, like, all those people that signed all the petitions to get this thing over, like, they're basically gonna have to buy this game, because if they get all those people to sign that petition and no one buys Xenoblade Chronicles, this will never happen again.
Yeah, it's gonna look bad, too.
Yeah, so...
I mean, I signed it. I want to buy it. But I signed
it, too.
Well, that's my point. You know, like, you signed this petition, great, that's awesome, but now, basically, you have to fulfill that by answering with your wallet. Like, if you don't buy this thing, this will never happen again. Well, like, no operation, no rainfall, whatever, this will never work again, so... Like, I plan on buying it. I'm pretty sure you guys are planning on buying it, so...
Cool.
Oh, hell yes. Now we need to do this for Idolmaster to come to the States.
Yeah.
And more schmucks.
Yes. Yeah, it's basically about holding up your end of the bargain. You know, everyone who petitioned actually go out there and buy this, pre-order this day one, and actually buy it.
What are you saying, Techno?
Shameless plug for Operation Moonfall. I want it to happen.
Really?
If anyone doesn't know what Operation Moonfall is, it's a thing to get Nintendo to release Majora's Mask on the 3DS.
I think they're already working on that, aren't they?
It's rumored.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just rumored? I thought they kind of were. I'm like, oh, and then like 2 years later, we'll have it?
There's, ever since Ocarina of Time came out on the 3DS, there's been rumors that they were making Majora's Mask as well.
Yeah.
I actually have a buddy of mine who's totally into Zelda games. Like, he's a Zelda guru, and he was saying to me the other day, he really hopes this Majora's Mask thing does not turn out to be Resident Evil. Because you guys remember when, like, Resident Evil 1 was totally remade, redone for the GameCube?
Actually, that wasn't a bad remake.
No, it wasn't a bad remake, but they totally remade it for the GameCube. And then what did they do for Resident Evil 2 and 3? They didn't remake that game, they just ported it over with no update whatsoever. So, like, when my friend was talking
Yeah.
to me about Majora's Mask, he says, I really hope that doesn't happen, where they remake Ocarina of Time, but, you know, like, if they bring Majora's Mask to the 3DS, he really hopes they remake it and not just a direct port with no graphical updates.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So your friend's the ultimate Zelda fan?
Pretty much. Like, if anything Zelda, I go to him.
Well, I have a grandma, and her name is Zelda. And she's the most hardcore Nintendo person I know.
Really? Is that her name? Zelda?
Yeah, her name is really Zelda. And she'll be there, she can sit there for like 6 hours playing Mario Party.
It's awesome.
And don't steal her stars, she'll swear at you.
It's MLG Mario Party.
It's hilarious. They'll just go silent. And then you hear her screaming, "You son of a bitch, you took my stars!"
It's funny.
But that's it. That's all the news I got.
Okay, so I got one more. And it's involving Atlus's little teaser kind of thing they've been doing lately for a new game announcement. And recently I got the email like a week ago or something that says, you know, we're releasing a new game, and it's like, guess the game. So the first hint they dropped was that the game starts with the letter G, and then they kept coming out with clues as like days went on. So clue 2 was that the game ends with R, and the clue 3, which was probably a big giveaway, is that they mentioned it's a SRPG, so it's a strategy role-playing game. And the newest one is that probably also gives it away is it's the 4th release in the series. So this narrows it down to possibly 2 games, and one of them I could see a strong possibility, or honestly it could actually be both. I would see both, but a lot of us are thinking that it's Growlancer 4 over Reloaded, and that they're going to localize the Japanese PSP version of that for America.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. So it's either Growlancer 4, or another possibility is that it's this game called Gungnir, and Gungnir is like it's the 4th in the Department Heaven series, which they've never released yet. They haven't really talked about it a lot. If you don't know, Department Heaven is basically, it's a series of games by Steam, and it's like Yiga's Reunion and Riviera the Promised Land, and my personal favorite, Nights in the Nightmare. So it's part of that series, Gungnir, and it's supposed to be the 4th one in that series, which is also SRPG, so it could be one of those, but most likely I'm thinking Growlancer 4. They've probably been working on that for a while. It would make sense too, because Atlus is responsible for localizing Growlancer 1 on the PS2, and they also helped with Growlancer Generations, which was the double pack of Growlancer 2 and 3 for America. So it makes sense that they would finish off this series. I'm actually really excited about that. Either way, whatever it is, I'm pretty excited about it. I'm a big SRPG fan. I don't know why, but I love tactics RPGs.
So do you have Argus War 1.0?
I have no idea.
Oh, sorry, it's called Record of Argus in the States.
Yeah.
Really? Huh. I would say pick that up then.
Yeah. I mean, there's still some clues that need to be dropped. Like they haven't confirmed it yet, but there's probably like 2 or 3 more clues. But it's probably Growlancer 4, which is a decent strategy role-playing RPG series, or the 4th installment in the Department Heaven series. So yeah, I'm excited about that.
That's cool. I would recommend actually trying Record of Argus if you're into strategy
I have.
Japanese RPGs. Okay, I thought you said didn't.
Oh no, I was like, because like Record Agus 4 here in the States isn't by Atlas, it's by Compile Hard, and it was published by AKS Localization.
That's what, I didn't mean it to sound like it was by Atlas. Sorry about that one.
I own it. I beat the first like generation in that game. You know, it's broken up into multiple generations. I cleared the first generation, and I have like the son of the hero, and you know, it's a long game. There's like 5 generations, and they each take like 20 hours apiece, so it's a massive game. But I thought it was a really interesting concept, the fact that you choose your wife and then you actually continue on, and now you're playing as the hero of the son from like years ago. I thought that was an awesome concept.
And it was a really cool game.
Yeah. So yeah, it's my news.
All right, why don't we take a short break? We'll be right back. Alright guys, this is the part of the podcast where we answer people's questions, and we got quite a few of them. We got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, we got about 5 of them.
Yeah.
So, are you guys excited?
I am
Really?
very excited.
I am.
I'm going to do my sissy yay. Yay!
Okay, our first question comes from Tempest Uchiha, and he asks, if you can live in any Nintendo game world, what would it be? And he put a restriction. He says, you do not have any special powers based on that world. You would just be a regular guy.
I think I know. For me, I would love to live as a citizen of Rosetown from Super Mario RPG. Just to hear that music. I love that music. I could listen to that music on a daily basis. What a cheery, upbeat song, and what a cheery, upbeat town. I love that town.
So this is just Nintendo worlds?
Yep.
Oh, damn it. Oh, what Nintendo world would I love to live in? I would love to... You know what? I'll just go basic and say Pallet Town because it doesn't look like not many people live there. And no one will rob you. Or unless they're like a third world country, because this is what I'm thinking with Pokemon for the longest time. What about you, Cliva?
I'm trying to think, actually. You know what keeps popping in my head is, do you guys remember that Super Mario World cartoon where, like, the one that had Yoshi in it, and there was, like, all these little, like, cavemen running around?
You mean the ones you want to smash like otters? You mean like seals?
I don't know about that, but, it was this cartoon just called the Super Mario World, and it used to be, like, Super Mario World, Super Mario, and, like, they had a whole bunch of, like, little cavemen or cave people in the cartoon. I don't know. I kind of like to be one of those little cavemen.
Awesome.
So you want to be terrorized by dinosaurs?
No, I just like to run around in a little loincloth all day and talk to Mario.
What about Techno?
Yeah, what about you, Techno?
Oh. In my own town called Shitville from that one game. I just forgot the damn name of it. It's on GameCube, the DS. God damn it.
For what game?
I can't think of it. Can't think of the name. That's what I'm trying to think about.
Animal Crossing?
Yes, Animal Crossing.
Where do you live, shit?
So you want to live in Animal Crossing?
Yes.
I don't know, Techno. Animal Crossing would be kind of scary to live in.
Dude, I'd be high all day long.
Well, that's the only way you could live there.
Yeah, I know.
Sounds good.
Okay, our next question is from Mikey's Monarch, and he asks, what is the weirdest video game you've played. Your answer can range from anything from the surreal game to an awkward animation or visuals. So,
Oh, I think I know Clive's answer.
really, what would it be?
English cram school.
English Cram School. Actually, that is the weirdest game I've ever played, probably. Alright, yeah, I'll go with English Cram School.
Weirdest game.
I got one.
Go for it.
Japanese shooter you can download on the PSN.
Oh, I think I know what you're gonna say.
I can't pronounce the name.
Showanaki?
Yeah, it's where you're like a guy and you have these two muscular men.
Yeah.
I think they're attractive and hot, but they just like shoot out of their skulls.
I know that game. That's a good one.
That's one of the weirdest games I ever played.
Huh.
Oh, I got one.
Go for it.
Seaman for the Dreamcast.
It's a good
That guy's
one.
a
That's an asshole.
fuck you, Steve, man. Fuck you too. Okay. You know there's a sequel to that, right?
What's that?
No.
It never came here, and it came up really late in the PlayStation's life cycle, so we never got to see it. But there is a Seaman 2, and you, like, develop a life.
Hmm. If I had to give an answer, I guess I'd go with this really weird. It's a really weird PS2 racing game. It's by Atlas and it's Q. And it's basically like they attempted to do like an RPG racing game and it kind of failed miserably, but it's just really bizarre. Like it's got a really, really cute presentation. You're like these really tiny little cars. You like drive into people's houses and talk to the other cars. It's like only Atlas, man. It's a weird game.
Okay, let's see. Our next question is from Daniel Torres, and he asks, if you could go back in time and stop any game from being made, what would it be?
The guy game.
The guy game?
Shaq Fu.
Shaq Fu.
I would have to say... I would have to say the Sonic Racer games.
Yeah, that's the one to stop. Oh, I have another one. I want to stop Call of Duty. After Modern Warfare, of course.
Oh no.
Come on, Techno.
I can't think of one.
You can't think of a game that you just don't want made?
E.T. for the Atari 2600. Or
Yeah,
Superman
but see,
64.
if
What
I
about
stop
Superman 64? It's a train wreck.
But see, if I stopped Mario, Sega would have won.
If I stop Sonic.
Just listen. Yeah, see, it would. You see, Sega would have won and still be. Would have still, put their ass in the grave. But, yeah, Superman 64, I guess.
It's a good one.
Oh, I got another one. Drake of the 99 Nights. Dragons or whatever.
Yeah, I remember hearing that game.
Okay, is that it?
Yes.
Okay, our next question is from Malik Zor, and he asks, if Link and Toon Link had a battle, who would have to pay for lunch, what would they have for lunch, and would they need dessert?
What the hell?
What the fuck?
That's his question.
Okay. For sure Toon Link will win, because cartoons always win against their real counterparts. They would probably
Yeah,
get...
but Link's not even real.
That's true. It's... The only way regular Link would probably win if he had, like, that ink stuff from Roger Rabbit. Anyways, they probably will go to lunch to, like, some French restaurant because, they want to go know each other a little bit. They'll probably have salad because Toon Link's like, what do you think I am, made of money? I can't draw it. And then their dessert will be some fancy souffle or something. Oh, and they both would have salads because they got to watch their figures.
Well, I think they would both just have the battle, get their hearts depleted, and then they would both sit down and drink a nice hearty lunch of red potions.
Yes,
That's my answer.
What's the name of a place, though? You gotta have a place name.
They could just have a picnic in the middle of the field.
Okay.
Or at the Lon Ranch.
I think you guys answered the question good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, our last question for tonight is from Renegade Muffin, and he asks, who is the most annoying character that you cannot stand in a video game that you really enjoyed playing?
Oh, that's a hard one.
I got one. There's actually a kind of like an RPG for the PS3 and the Xbox 360 called Enchanted Arms.
Oh yes, I have that game.
Yeah, it's a great game. It's like, instead of like a turn-based battle, you kind of move on a grid to attack. But, yeah, it's a fantastic game. I love the game. Visuals are great, but there's one character that's overly annoying. And he's annoying because he's not gay, but he highly acts gay. And this is a character called, I hope I'm getting this right, Mateo? Is that his name, Dan?
I don't know, it's been a long time. That was the first 360 game I ever played. Like, if you go on your list where it shows all the games you played, it's on the last of my list.
Okay.
I actually didn't care for the game too much.
Okay, well...
To tell you the truth, with a name like that, he's coming out of the closet.
Okay, well, like I
bonus
said...
scene. He did bonus ending where he comes out of the closet.
Alright, that's my answer.
Okay, so, let's see. For me, and it's kind of a shocker, but right now, I'm not really digging Luke from Tales of the Abyss, which I've been playing. Like, I'm actually kind of annoyed by him right now. He's kind of just comes off like a jerk, or like a little jerk, but knowing the Tales of games and how they like to develop their characters, I know they're going to develop them later on where they start to make you care for them, but like when the game starts off for like the first 10 hours or so, I'm just really uninterested in Luke. I'm like, man, this guy's just a jerk, and it's not that interesting. So that's my answer.
My answer is the bitch from Enslaved. If I die, you die. What a bitch! It's just how it goes. I couldn't stand her because she died so easily. I'm like, why are you running over here? Get back here. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
And I was or actually another one was Ashley from Resident Evil 4.
Oh, you motherfucker!
What?
Took his answer.
You fucking took mine!
Okay, then we'll re-edit it and let you do it then.
No, it's not the same.
I'm
Not
sorry.
the same. You took mine.
You can spam me with hate troll mails if you want on my channel.
I guess I'll have to go with Navy or Navy or whatever you want to fucking call it.
Hey,
Listen.
shut up.
Hey,
Stupid little parrot.
I wanted to go see Video Game Live, and I actually saw the girl like just throw her and stop her. It was awesome.
It's funny.
Alright, well that's it. That's all the questions we have.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And it is that time of the podcast where we like to give a shout out to a fellow YouTuber. And I believe our guest, Resfinal, has a shout out he'd like to give.
Yes, I would like to give a shout out to 78 Strider Strikes Back. If you haven't checked out his channel is actually really good. He shows pickup videos. He gets a lot of classic gaming devices and classic games. If you haven't checked it out yet, give it a try.
Yeah.
And as usual, thank you for listening.
He's got an awesome Neo Geo collection.
Yeah, he does.
So yeah.
Say the line, Techno.
Oh yes, Techno's got to finish up.
I was waiting. Yeah. And if you don't subscribe to him, I'm going to break your legs with my GameCube.
That's the best way to use your GameCube.
It's designed for a weapon.
Yeah, it has a handle.
I know. Just club people.
GameCubes. Breaking one leg at a time.
Alright guys, so that is episode 15 of the Press Start podcast, and we just like to thank Jacob or Resfinal for joining us tonight. Why don't you tell people where they can find you on YouTube and stuff like that?
Of course, my channel is Resfinal on YouTube. It's Resfinalgamer. And if you want to go check it out, it's a fun little channel. I usually upload quite a bit. I'm going to try to upload some more game fighting videos and maybe some JRPGs.
Nice.
Because I have the technology for it, so I can probably do that.
Cool. So yeah, guys, go check him out. He has a lot of Skylander videos up and everything. So, and thanks for being on, man.
Yeah.
No problem.
Appreciate it.
Soon.
Where can our fine listeners find you, Dan?
Our listeners can find me at youtube.com/nostalgicdan1. You'll find all of my latest videos. I cover a wide range of videos. I'm really random, so definitely check me out there. I also have a Twitter page, which I do update a lot with gaming-related stuff, and that's Nostalgic Dan on Twitter. I have a Facebook page. If you search Nostalgic Dan, you can like my Facebook page there, which I do update pretty regularly. And you can also follow me on twitch.tv/nostalgicdan, where you can watch me play some random games and just come in and chat with some awesome gamers and have a good fun time. So that is where our listeners can find me. What about you, Clive?
Well, they can find me on YouTube as QuickFreeze4, and that's the number 4. You could also find me on Facebook. If you search for Quick Freeze's Game Room, you can like me on there. I do updates on my videos and, what we're doing for the Press Start podcast. So, yeah, that's where you can find me. What about you, Techno? Where can they find you?
Well, they can find me at youtube.com/MrTechnoSqueek. It's 2 E's, not E and an A, like most people would think. And I'm on Twitter. It's same thing. So yeah, if you want to follow me there, you can. That's it for me.
Sweet. And for you guys listening to this podcast, obviously you could find us on YouTube as Press Start Pod. You can find us on iTunes if you search for Press Start Podcast. And you can find us on the AverageGamershow.com. We have episodes on there put up by Cody, Don Raiden, and you can actually listen to them there, or you can download them as well. And if you guys have any future questions for any future episodes, you can email us at pressstartpod@gmail.com, and we will answer them for the next available episode.
So that is it. Episode
That is it.
15 in the books. Thank you guys for listening.
Yay!
In the books.